Hey family, it's Sandra. Bring a queen. And guess what I'm making today? I am going to make a peach cobbler. And look what I got. Pie crust. Yeah. We're about to work this baby, okay? So what you want to do is, you want to open this. Ooh. All right. I can put that in the garbage right here. Hey, your girl love to cook. Okay, so what you do is you just roll this open. Wash your hands first. Okay, wash your hands, y'all. You just want to peel this open. Now, they normally recommend that you use flour for it. I don't. I'm ready to just like bake this and be done. But this is what you do. You unravel this. And you just smooth it out in your pan that you have. Now, make sure you spray your pan with that cooking spray. If you don't have cooking spray, this is what you can do. You can get a clean spray bottle, like from the dollar store, whatever. Wash it out real good. Put the oil in it. You can use olive oil. You don't necessarily have to, or the heart healthy oil. Put it in there and spray it. It's the same effect, no different. So, okay, I've already put the crust in. And then what you do is you use your peaches with the syrup. Rinse the lid off. I'm old school on that, Lord. I am so old school on rinsing lids. I am very, very clean. You know, I was a professional cake decorator for Sandra's Country Home Bakery. I have so many skills, it's ridiculous. But one thing about it, I'm never broke. And that's what you want to be, never broke. So, push come to shove, I could do a customized cake. All you got to do is find all the festive people around you and be like, hey, y'all need somebody to make a cake for you and your baby? Da-da-da-da-da. And there you go. Okay, I think I'm going to hold some of this. Well, they suggest put flour in there for the juice, but nah. I like it juicy. It's cool. A little flour is okay, I guess, if that's what you want to do. I'm not into it like that. Woo. Cobbler, cobbler, cobbler. Oh, I think actually 2 is good. Wow. That one had a lot in it. I don't want it to bubble over. I don't want it to be dry either. It's not like a nasty, dry cobbler. So I use 3 cans. I got a cast iron skillet here. It depends on the pan that you're using. If you are using one of those big square type pans, then you might want to use more peaches. For me, not. I mean, you just want to sprinkle on the cinnamon, and you want to sprinkle enough where it just covers them. You know, not a whole lot. You don't want it just like where it's got this little funny, stinky taste to it, like it would have. And then you want to, now, if you are diabetic, you cannot have regular sugar. So you might want to consider Splenda. If you can, you might want to do Splenda instead, because Splenda is better for you as opposed to regular sugar. I'm sorry, I'm trying to put it back. Okay, so it depends on how you like it sweet. You may not like it real sweet. If you don't like it real sweet, then no. You may want to use a cup of sugar or half a cup of sugar. It all depends. Some people use applesauce. They cut half applesauce, half sugar. It just depends on your taste. Me, dump the sugar. I don't want this tasting like anything other than what I want. I would use a cup and a half. I'm keeping it real with y'all. When I work out and I exercise, I'm good. Yep, you want this boy sweet, because actually you can put other fruit in here if you want. It just depends. I just pour and dump because I'm used to, cooking and all that. It's not a big deal for me. And then you want to put the other crust on top. It comes with 2 crusts in here. It depends on where you buy them from. Some do, some don't. Now, y'all read the packaging, because you know how they do you. You don't read, and then you come home and have some. You'll be making little cobbler pies. You won't be able to make a big one. You can make a little cobbler pie. Push come to shove. Now, what you want to do is just roll this one on top. Make sure the 2 doughs touch. You just make sure the doughs touch each other. I'm going to get the camera and bring it down so you can see it. Oh. You want to put margarine or butter in here. Hold on. Walk with me. Okay, y'all walk with me for 1 minute. Just walk with me. Walk with me, okay? Okay. So I need, and I got this ring light. Oh, Jesus, it's hot. Oh, yeah. I got Land O'Lake today, y'all. My skin just shining and glowing because I take a lot of vitamins. I take vitamins. Just got ice on it. Oh, I take a plant-based vitamin. I'm on a plant-based diet, truthfully, because I have a lot of allergies. I have a lot of food allergies. I'm allergic to walnuts. There's a lot of things I'm allergic to. So, I have to be careful. If I eat something that I'm allergic to, what happens is my heart will beat really, really fast, or I might have another reaction. I cannot eat walnuts at all. My sister checked me on that the other day. Hi, Cynthia and Hank. Yeah, she got me good. Because I was trying to buy some mixed nuts, and I knew walnuts was in there. If I eat walnuts, what happens is the flesh of my eyeball will burst, and it looks really, really bad. So I have to be careful what I eat. I'm on a select diet, as they say. Sometimes I break wide and go get me a burger and fry, but it's not often, y'all. It's not often at all. I go to the gym. I'm waiting for this gym to open back up. I got to find another gym to work out at. Now, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about a half a stick of butter. This is real butter. But if you know, like I say, health conscious wise, you might not want to do that. I'm going to take the camera and let you see what this looks like. Because I want to be able to taste everything. I already bought the ice cream for it. I'm so greedy. But, yeah, I love to cook. So, okay, I'm going to let you all see what I did. Let you see what it looked like. Okay, here. See it? See what it looks like, fam? Isn't that beautiful? Ooh. So, with that, the next thing you want to do is just put the other layer right on top. Now, when you put this in the oven, what you want to do is put it on a pan because it might, overflow. There's that possibility of it spilling and overflowing. You want the doughs to touch. You just pinch them together. Oops, it's overflowing now. Wait a minute. I didn't use any flour. I don't feel like all that. And you want to cut the top of it. You want to slice the top so that it'll breathe, because if not, it could burst, and you don't want that. And you put it in the oven. I'm going to put it in the oven at 375. I'm going to put it at 375. And that's it. Peach cobbler. Simple. When it is done, I'm going to show you guys what it looked like. And I know you'll be really excited. It's going to be good. Trust me. It's going to be so good. I love to cook. I've been cooking since I was a little girl. I was about 7, 8 years old when I learned how to cook. I was an auntie at 7. I was so proud. As they say, here come the babies. And I mean, I got like, all together, including the ones I took in and adopted too, I got like 53, 54, y'all, nieces and nephews. Originally, the original gang is about 15. That includes the great nieces and nephews as well. I got a great big family. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is go over to the table and chill out, and when the pie is ready, I'll just walk you all over and we'll look at the pie, okay? So, catch me on the next segment. Actually, what I might do is just pause it out, and then I'll come right back. All right, everybody, I'm back. I had to put that in the oven, and I had to walk over, of course. But it's a little humid in here. I'm tired. I gotta go to work tonight. I'm exhausted, but I just wanted to say that I'm getting ready to do a cartoon book, and I'm really excited about that. I've had the cartoon forever. I've really had it for about 2 or 3 years. I started out on Facebook, and so I was thinking like, well, I just kind of like played with it. You can change the clothes on it, on her, and everything. And I call her Sandy. You send me. So I joined this coach class with Stefan Labosier, and he was telling us, well, make books out of whatever it is you're dealing with, whatever's going on in your life, whatever situations you're facing, and, encourage others. And I noticed that every time I would post the cartoons, like, I had all these kids from Instagram, like, wanting to be my Instagram friend. And I was like, okay, I didn't think anything of it. I'm in touch with my inner child. I'll just keep it real. And so I thought about it. I said, well, dang, he is on to something. Might as well make a book out of it. People love it. One of my friends said, girl, it just does something to my heart to see the emojis that like move around and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, that's good. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I'm trying to make it do, is to make people feel free in a time where we're really on lockdown. You know, make people happy in a time where things are really not as happy. A lot of sadness and stuff is going on around us. I've lost 10 people to COVID, and talking about tired and all these unexpected phone calls. I thank God they stopped. I asked God to please stop it, because I was just like really upset over it. And so I wrote a theme for her. She's a superhero in some of the themes. In some of the themes, she's going to be a Caribbean dancer, because it's me. It's a picture of me when I was like 3 years old, 2 or 3 years old. She looked exactly like me, curly headed, you know, chocolate with great big eyes, and you know, just a big bright smile. So I was like, well, this is who I am. This is what I do. I've been with children forever. I was an auntie at 7, so I'm really well versed, as they say, dealing with children. I really am. I had 2 successful daycares for like over a span of like 10 years, I want to say. And I opened the doors to, like, first the people that were at my church, because you had a lot of women that were like divorced or single, and they were working long hours. They had great jobs, but they didn't have anyone to watch their kids. Or if they went to the casino, they didn't have anybody to watch the babies from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. So I said, well, I'll be home anyway. And one girl was like, well, what do you do for fun? She didn't know at the time I'd had an automobile accident. Wasn't any fun going down. So I said, girl, don't worry about me. I'm fine. You know, I wasn't as young as they were. They thought I was as young as they were. I wasn't. So I said, oh, just go out and have fun and come back. And honestly, when they hit, they would give me extra money. It was on. I mean, all the babies did was sleep. That was the easiest job in the world. And so, I mean, if you cook and eat for yourself, you cook and eat for the kids too. Okay, well, here, kids, I got something. You know, you don't have to give kids a whole lot. They're not going to sit still and eat that long anyway. So it wasn't a big deal. And so my last little group of babies now are in their 20s. I thank God. They are just so adorable. I've been watching them all this time, and they were like, that's our nanny. That's our nanny on YouTube and IG and all. Oh my God, we love her so much. They were the cutest babies in the world. And so with that being said, it was money. A lot of times money is all around you. Like Clarence, I was watching Netflix yesterday, and Clarence Avant, I love him. He said, you were born a number, you gonna die a number. He said, life is about numbers. Are you making your numbers? What numbers are you making? Is it making money for you, or isn't it? One thing about the Queen, I'm gonna tell y'all about me, seriously, I never had my utilities cut off. I prayed and asked God to bless me with beautiful homes. I had a mini mansion. I just gave it up, and I moved here because I wanted to be on the water. I don't want no more bills. If y'all knew what I paid to stay here on this river, you'd fall out. And I don't pay no utilities, none of that. And one guy was like, where you live, da-da-da. Not that I'm giving out the location, but I'm in between Canada and America. And while other people in this same building paying $2,000, $3,000, my stuff is dirt cheap. Because I just chose to I took a half of a studio. It's a studio. My neighbor has the other half of it. I do believe this was a 2-bedroom or something like that. Looked like it got split, because like this is the only one on all the floors, I think, that's like this. But I have a walk-in bathroom, a walk-in closet. I'm right here at the water. It's beautiful here. It's so beautiful. People come from everywhere to be here. Celebrities come here just to look and to be with. They have family members along here. I also like guard their families and stuff. So I just thank God for that. You know, I'm grateful for the doors He's opened for me. I'm close to my mom. She's been here forever where we are. We've always lived, you know, pretty good. I've always had a very good life. I thank God for my parents. They worked hard. My dad is Haitian and African. He's from the Congo. And he came here. He educated himself. He went on to school to become an engineer. And all of us in the family are engineers. I'm an environmental technology engineer. I'm an EE. That's my acronym. And so I just thank the Lord for just being gracious to us. I thank God I missed out on a lot being in the Congos and all of that. All of that. I missed it. Whew. Thank you, Lord. That female circumcision, they can keep that. You know, that's just not right. It's not. I'm sorry. That's just not right. They are just like cutting those kids up, and they're trying to stop it there. But, you know, and then in Haiti, I got a mission in Haiti. I work with another person, and we feed the children there. I got to get a bunch of onesies. I totally forgot to do that. But get a box full of onesies and ship them. You know, things are so funny now with COVID, you almost can't do it. But like I said before, I'm a philanthropist. I give all the time. I keep for me what I can, but the majority of times I just give. Even when I crochet blankets, I give those away. Some of them I sell. They sell anywhere from $75 up to $300. But then they're just something I just give. And I tell the moms, I said, just spread the word. You know, that's good enough for me. You can be my living business card, so to speak. So I just thank the Lord that I'm able to do the things that I do. I thank the Lord that in all of this, I still kept my job. You know, a lot of people are without jobs. They're really going through. They don't know how they're going to make the next payment. But I'm going to say this too. God will make a way out of no way, because I haven't always had it like this. There was a time when I was a young girl going to school that I didn't have. Well, I could have stayed with my mother, but I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to be growing. I wanted to be independent. So, you know, my godmother had sent me like $800 cash. And I was like, Lord, and she said, look, just keep it with you. And then when you need it, you use it. And if you don't, just hold it, you know. And one of my friends and I, we just moved into a house, and then we moved into a better house. And then, you know, that's how I became a professional cake decorator. And then from there, when that job shut down at Sanders, I went on back to school. Because when my parents got sick, I dropped out of school. I was like 18, 19, I dropped out. I went back. And I went for a business plan, and then I went on and got my engineering license and everything. And I just thank the Lord that was free. God is so good. It's like he rewarded me for, you know, sacrificing my own world so that my parents would have, you know, my parents would be comfortable, because they made my life comfortable. I wanted them comfortable. And, you know, my dad, he passed. But at any rate, I don't have any conscience about it, because I made him comfortable. I looked out for him. I cooked, I cleaned, I did everything. And, you know, I don't say it remorsefully or in regret. I'm grateful that I was able to. And it's like God have just granted me my blessings and my petitions. He look out for me. He takes care of me. He gives me the desires of my heart, and I'm so grateful for that. You know, you can't beat that God answers all of your prayers. And most of the prayers that I ask God about is a yes, and I'm grateful for that. God will say, yes, you know, go ahead, do this. He gives me the green light on so many things that I want to do. It's not many things I ask God for, first of all. A lot of times I ask God for people, not even myself. And the few little things I desired, the few little wealth that I desired in life, he gave them to me, and I'm grateful for that. And I still want to say, you know, it doesn't matter where you live, where you move. People that got money is people that, I'm going to keep it real. They sell drugs. They got the money. They going to be right there with you. Ain't no sense to me I'm moving somewhere where there's no dope. That's a lie. It's not going to happen. No matter where you go, you can go wherever. It's going to be somebody that can afford whatever, because they got that cartel thing going. And it's just the way it is nowadays. There was a day you could just shut that out and live, but not anymore. You know, people are just out here. They lavish. They not playing, and they splurging. And I ain't hating on nobody, because nowadays a lot of them are quiet with you wouldn't even know. They got regular day jobs, and then come nightfall, they do something entirely different. So nowadays, to date somebody or talk to somebody, someone sent me a prophecy all the way from Africa saying I was getting married this year, and just have faith and believe. I said, okay, it either is the truth or it's not, one of the two. And, you know, I don't know yet. So I'm just believing God and you know, doing my affirmations and believing him for my blessings, and that's it. I had a book where I was writing down my themes for my cartoon, and I'm just so glad I could share some of my themes with you. I've been going to different schools and stuff to grow my webinar businesses. Let me see. One of them I wanted to do for her was keeping your hands clean. You know, keeping yourself together so that you won't catch COVID-19. You don't have to have hand sanitizer. You can use hydrogen peroxide. I got a book the other day, and I was surprised. I had no idea that hydrogen peroxide is an antibacterial, and it'll help you just as much as the 99% alcohol. It might not be as strong as 99% alcohol, but it will help. So with that being said, we're still blessed. You know, I thank God I was all around it, and God didn't let it, you know, fall on me. But then again, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I had a Tdap shot, tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis, and they shot me in the bone of my shoulder. It hurt so bad I couldn't think. And the lady was like, okay, now I got to wait 20 minutes to see if you have an allergic reaction. I'm looking at her like, oh my God, just let me out this little room. She said, when you walk from that front desk back here to where I am, you have no idea who all you may have come in contact with that may have had pertussis, which in babies is called whooping cough. And I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. She said just for people, and that's what happened with COVID-19. That's why they're saying social distance. Because people are walking past each other, coughing, talking, whatever, and sometimes people mouth spray, slobber. I'm keeping it real. And the slobber can go as far as anywhere from 6 to 8 feet. It really can. If a person sneezes hard enough, it can travel if the wind is blowing. When wind blows, that's when germs are in the air and at their highest. So, you know, you just want to protect yourself. I made masks out of socks. I got tired of, I'm like, I'm not buying masks every time I look up. That's crazy. So I took socks and I had cut them. Show you what I did. Yeah, here it is. This one right here. Oh, that's my wine, y'all. Sandra Queen Brink. Yeah, so this is what I did. You cut at the toe. See, it's a sock. It's a kitty sock size 10.5 to a 2. I bought these at the dollar store. They're so cute and bright. You cut at the toe and you cut at the midway to calf. And I've got napkin in the middle. See that? That's a napkin. And then from there, you put it in and you just put it up to your face. And then you can take this napkin out. It's machine washable. Why go buy masks when you can make them? And it fit just as good. Eventually it stretches to fit your face. No problem. If your face is a little wider, get bigger socks. No problem. And you get to save money. I'm all about saving my dollars. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. So what I'm going to do when my pie is done is post a picture of it. I'm going to post a picture of it so you all can see it. I'll just take a picture and put it up. That's it. Nothing fancy. Or I'll show you all when I take it out. It'll be right after this segment. But I just wanted to say that, you know, as far as relationships, follow me as I follow Christ. I'm believing God for my man from God. And I'm taking it one day at a time. I do positive affirmations. Work on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Work on yourself. I go to the gym. I dance Afro beats. And I walk. And the only stubborn area I'm having right now is my waistline. I'm not worried about it. I got a waist trainer, and I think I got like 10% fat in my waistline, and that's almost done. I have the on the sides of my stomach, I have where I'm getting abs. So I go to the gym and I bench press like 2/3 of my weight. I actually had a machine that curl you forward and bring you back, and I have like my little takinis and bikinis and stuff. I'm very thick, but I'm built. I have a beautiful shape. And I just thank God. You know, I'm not trying to be a size 2. That's not going to happen. I can go down to a 2, but that ain't what I want. I just want to be healthy. And that's it. I take a plant-based powder. If you look at my other videos, you'll see I take a plant-based powder as far as my vitamins.